Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's tutorial, I will show you how to connect your SQLite to LlamaIndex, query data from it, and preview the results in Python. This workflow is perfect if you want to integrate structured data like, for example, employees, sales, or financial records into your AI apps, chatbots, or analytics tools. You need to install some packages. So the first one is LlamaIndex, then LlamaIndex Video Database. LlamaIndex is the core library, LlamaIndex Video Database to read SQLite database. And let me also explain you this visually what we are going to do. You can have data in Excel. From there, you can store it into SQLite and you can use Python to read it from here. LlamaIndex act as a connector between your database and an LLM like Grok. In this case, we are going to use, and then you can query it from SQLite. Let's import the database reader from LlamaIndex dot readers dot database import database reader. This class let us connect to SQL database and run queries easily. Now we will connect to SQLite database and I'm going to show you what I have. It says database. I have to write here. Okay, I have to make this small. And if I do ls here, I have this SQLite database here, employees.db. I am going to read this. And first I am going to make one variable reader. And then I will call this class database reader that I just imported. Inside this, you have to write here URI and give the path. And first you have to write SQLite /:. Then you have to type 3/123 and then just I will copy this name from here and paste it here. Now let us execute the code. Here I am connecting to SQLite database called employees.db and you have to notice the URL format. So we are using SQLite here and then you have this file path to the database. Unlike MySQL or PostgreSQL, SQLite doesn't need username or password. That's why we don't have to pass it. Now we can query the data from this database. For that, first I am going to make one variable documents and then I will call this reader that I have saved here. From this I will call the function load_data and then I will write the query to load this data. So the parameter is query and I will write the query here. Let's say select star from employees because the database name is employees, and let us execute this code. This line fetches all rows from the employees table and loads them as a document into LlamaIndex. Now instead of printing only one row, let's look at the first 10 row in a nice format. And for that I'm going to write one for loop for I doc in enumerate and then documents, let's say first 10 rows and start will be from 1. Then we'll just write print statement, print f string record I and I'll also put a colon here. Then print from this doc we will print text and then print will print in new line. So this is not new line, but this is going to be a line that will be between each of this row. Now let me execute this code. So here in the output, you can see we have these 10 records here. So here we have ID 1, name Alice, department HR, salary is 50,000. Then we have name 2 Bob, department IT, salary 60,000. So each record will be printed one by one. And here you can see the example. This makes the raw database rows much easier to read. And why this matters? Because you can easily read these records now. By now, you have successfully connected to a SQLite database to LlamaIndex. You pulled the real data, loaded it as a document, and then formatted it for inspection. And the same documents can now be embedded, indexed, and queried with LLMs for use cases like chatbot answering questions about employees, generating analytic dashboards, or AI assistant that can reason over structured business data. In summary, in this tutorial, you learned how to connect to a SQLite database with LlamaIndex, and in the next tutorial, you will see how to run a query and load results as a document. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my video, you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.